Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
Right. now, now all that's now all that's sorted. Welcome to Purpley as the first moderator on YouTube. There we go. Got cables everywhere. How is everybody gonna be? I think it's spanner time on YouTube. I think it's spanner time on YouTube. Hammer time on Twitch, and spanner time on YouTube by the looks of it. Right. How is everybody? How are we all? How are we? Oh shit. No, we're safe. There we go. Francois, it's all cool hanging out and waiting, but don't spam chat with songs about bitches doing dishes in the kitchen. Right, doing pretty good. Excellent. Excellent. I have a tiny little bit of tea left. Tiny little bit of tea left. I finally had my brushes delivered, so we can have a look at the brushes and stuff. Avian, how you doing, Mr. Avian? But we can spam fish. I mean, is spam fish? Is spam fish, or is spam ham, or is spam something else? Bitches of King T and knees. Oh dear. Anyway, Francois was timed out for 5 minutes, so just it's one of those. It's one of those. If you have to ask about something maybe not being good, then it's probably not particularly appropriate to. But anyway, right. Let's do some painting with new shit. Now I have also really excitedly, actually, I'm dead excited about this. I've had my brass rod arrive, which is really cool. So we can. So the brass rod that I've got is going to be for all the pikes and everything on my Galadrim elves and stuff. Come on, it's really struggling with focus at the moment. So all my, I think it's the microphone just casting a massive shadow. Let's see if I drop it down there. There we go. Right. There we go. Right, let's try that. That's probably better. There. Okay. There we go. So we've got some light now. The microphone was casting a shadow. So yeah, I've got lots of brass rod now, so I can do nice long straight pikes and spears and everything for Lord of the Rings models. Particularly things like Gil-galad's spear, so we can swap that for a brass rod if we want to. I've already got a plastic rod on there, but I could also swap that one out. I might do, I'm not sure. But yeah, the Galadrim Court Guard have pikes, and because they are resin, they get a little bit wobbly, and it's just really nice to have dead straight ones. Hey Spiky, how you doing? So I will be slowly replacing all the pikes and spears and things with some brass rod, which is lovely. So I've got 9 pieces, which are 305mm in length, so that's absolutely tons. Plenty of brass rod and stuff. Only allowing straight rods. Yep, only straight rods. Have to have straight rods. Gotta have straight bits of brass. However, I do also have shortbread just to annoy our Queen Tari. Oh, mum. Another Zorp video. I have no idea what it's about. How's the new brush? I've not used them yet. I'm not using it yet. However, I have ordered a test one. I've ordered a test one. Look at the shape of this one. So I've ordered a stumpy one, which should give quite a kind of a unique, mark, and also should be quite good for like large flat areas like cloaks and things. So yeah, I've got tried a new shape. This is called a spotter brush. Artis Opus have started doing them as well. I think they're the M series on Artis Opus, but it still has a really nice point as well. So yeah, we're going to try that out at some point. But I've got loads, so we have got loads of brushes now. So we're all good. Some size 1, some size 2s. So we are all good now. Thank you very, 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 very much to those of you who donated for some new brushes. It's been lovely. So we'll drop one out. So thank you. Yes, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That bolly looks odd. Yes, well, it doesn't really have a belly. It just has a base and then a tip. If you compare it to a standard like Da Vinci, which are the ones I like, which definitely has a base and then definitely has a belly and then definitely has a tip, whereas this one is all base and then straight to tip. So it's going to be quite nice to play around with. But I was trying to find one with a slightly larger. So this is a size 3. I was trying to find like a 4 or a 5, but this is the largest one that they did. This is just like a Jackson's own brand, just to try it out. So yeah, I was trying to find one that was slightly larger. It's just going to be really good for texturing in cloaks when we need to texture in cloaks. And not particularly on the elves, because the elves don't have textured cloaks. I don't do texture on the cloaks on the elves because they're such small scale, you just try and smooth it out. But things like this, where you need to kind of bring in some texture, I thought it might be quite a nice one to try. So we're gonna do that. We are going to work on some of the Inquisitors today. So this Inquisitor and this Inquisitor. So this is the female Inquisitor, if you remember, who has the halberd, which I've just sanded down again because it was slightly proud when I primed it. So I've just sanded that back. So this is her, and then she sits on that little base there like that. So she should be quite cool. And then these are going to be for Chip. Oh my God, 63 fucking months, dude. How are you? Thank you, man. And we're up to 16. I know that says today's sub goal. I've been trying to do 25 subs a day, but we kind of failed this week. So this has turned into a weekly sub goal. Chip, thank you so much. How are you, dude? It just has a base and a tip. Yep, base and tip. Base and tip. Base and tip. Yeah, I've got some Inquisitors to play around with. I also have this Inquisitor which I made, but you can see the issue with this one. It's huge. So I'm not entirely sure that this Inquisitor is actually going to be a good Inquisitor. I'm not entirely sure.
Does it count the level of subscription, Christopher?
How do you mean? Like a tier? So that's just a sub goal rather than a sub point goal. So if you do a tier whatever, if you do a tier 3, it will just count as 1. That one. That's just a basic sub goal. But we're not. As we found out, the partner sub goal does not include. It does not include gifted subs, which sucks. So yeah, I've just swapped it, and I've just started trying to do a bit of a weekly. I'm going to change that to a weekly sub goal. I'm going to change that to a weekly sub goal and see if we can hit that every week. Doing better seeing you. Yay! Chippity chip chip. Odd question, Chris. Would Warhammer trolls drink? Yes, I think they would. I think they would. What do you think? Do you think Warhammer trolls would drink? Yeah, this Inquisitor which I converted, I don't know. What do you think? Is that too big? I think it's. We do need to convert a Kotias. I did see Duncan Rhodes, and maybe we have to go and watch his video because I'm quite curious because his Kotias actually looks quite good. So I'm quite curious what he used. So we might have to convert a Kotias, or just have like a little bit of a brainstorm on what base model we could use to convert a Kotias. I need to give this one a discoloured snoz. Nice. Basic human rights of free speech. Never! You can have free speech as much as just don't spam chat. It's a good video. He used a Death Watch Master as the base. The Death Watch Master. The Death Watch Master. Death Watch Master. Death Watch Master. Let's bring up Death Watch Master. Let's go and have a look. Death Watch Master. Death Watch. See, I was wondering about a few. That one. See, I was wondering about these, and could you clip some length off that mace club and maybe reattach it? No, because I quite like the length of it. I think it's cool. I think the length of that is insane. I think it's fab. Do you think it's too long? I think that looks really cool. Like a power mace that's just huge. So I think that's sort of in scale. I think that's all right. I just think he's huge. Like, look at the size. Look at the size of him. It's a space marine that's turned into a Inquisitor. And Inquisitors are supposed to be humans, aren't they? You don't get a space marine like superhuman Inquisitors. Some guys are huge. Some guys are huge. I mean, I am huge. With it vis-a-vis the base. Oh no, not the base. No, the base is fine. He has a base. Where's his base? His base is around somewhere. There it is. He has a base. There you go. He's got a base. His base all fits and does everything. There we go. I
am huge. Is that the title of your sex tape, Christopher?
So the good thing about this one is that I'm not getting into it, Francois. I'm just not going to engage if you want to try and justify what you were saying. I'm quite curious about this one because he's got the inquisitorial eyes on it, and he's a firstborn, so he's likely to be a little bit smaller anyway. But then you just always come back to this. I just always come back to that. And I'm just kind of like, it's just so cool. Make that a bit smaller. So I'm wondering about getting one of the scales spot on, like he is swimming in his power armor again, like Inquisitor Hand. Do you know what I'm talking about? Also, give him a small head. What? Inquisitor Hand was a monster of a man. Inquisitor Shack. Who's Inquisitor Hand? No, I don't know who Inquisitor Hand is. So yeah, I'm wondering, I really want to make this. I think I want to make this. Therefore, I think I'll have to... has it got a picture of the sprue? Yeah, some of the sprues are separate. Some of the bits are separate. Let's keep using my old metal Kotias. The old metal Kotias is just gorgeous. But I'm curious about making this. So like just taking all the all the parts, cutting off all the excess and everything, gluing it all together, posing it, filling everything with green stuff that needs to, just kind of getting that pose. I just want to make that pose. I just think if I can make that pose, I'd break the internet. So there's a few things we need. We need to find those legs, which I think somebody spotted and said it was... that dude. So that dude has... The only thing about this dude is that he is huge. This guy is even bigger than the one that I've just converted. So this guy's a tall Primaris. So do you just kind of settle for that? Or are there any more of these legs? Maybe I should look at Stormcast legs, actually. Maybe I should look at Stormcast legs. It's unfortunate that they missed the opportunity of making a model more closely... I mean, in my opinion, all they had to do was do that. Yeah, of course, Avian, throw it in there. If you're a subscriber, throw it in. If not, just ask Purple for a what do we call it? Oh, Silas Hand. Yeah, he's pretty badass, isn't he? Silas Hand, gotcha. So, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, all they had to do was give... And the other thing is that they used this piece of artwork. That's the frustrating thing. They used this piece of artwork on the cover of the Imperial Agents, which was cool because it's on the cover of the Demon Hunters book. The Demon Hunters book from years and years and years ago had this as the cover. But all they had to do, in my opinion, was give that piece of artwork to the sculptor and say, do that, because we've had it with Mephiston, we've had it with... a couple of the other ones. I can't think of the other ones, but they had it with the Terminator that came out in Warhammer Plus. They did it with Mephiston. They did it... I think they kind of did it with Azrael. They just went, here's the old classic art that everybody loves. There we go. Now I need to do a kit bash. Yes, do it. Avian, do it. I think Stormcast bodies are the best place to start, personally. I think so as well. Particularly because all I want to do is kind of cut all the bits off. And also, some of the new Stormcast, which is frustrating, because the small Stormcasts that are on wings, I really want to kind of keep, because I have visions of doing like a Stormcast, a purely winged Stormcast army, with like the new bird and everything. I think that would just look really, really cool. And loads of the Stormcast winged dudes. So I don't really want to use those models because I want to keep those for that idea. However, those Stormcast with the wings are slightly smaller and slender, so would probably fit quite well with this. Underworld. I can make blue stuff molds of the wings and make spares. It's the bodies. It's the bodies. So it's the body that I'd want for this, and therefore I wouldn't have the body for the Stormcast with wings. Underworld Stormcast. Other Underworlds. The one from the box. Has that got Stormcast in it? Yes. Yeah, that's a point, because I have got some of these, haven't I? What's the pose? Pose is left leg up. So that one is Kotiaz's pose. That one is also Kotiaz's pose, if you can kind of hack it apart a bit. That one also has the cut up in the chest plate. So maybe this. That would involve buying the whole Black Talent box, though. Did they kill the old Underworld groups? I was thinking of looking for those old... Can't see your screen, sorry. Thank you. I was thinking of looking for the old weird Fawn Elves. Gone. Yeah, so they're gone from the website. You can still get them on eBay. I got mine from eBay. I've got nearly... Well, I've got nearly all the Underworld's warbands which I want. I still need the Tzeentch one. I think it's the Tzeentch one? The Tzeentch one. I still need the Zinch one because when I won the Underworld tournament stuff, I got the limited edition Zinch cards that are all like arty stuff. So I need to get the Zinch one. Yeah, he's not bad, is he? I might try and pick that one out. I thought the Fawn Elves could work as concept. The models looked weird. I like the Fawn Elves. I thought the Fawn Elves I quite like, because I like elves, right? So I like the kind of spirit idea of the Sylvaneth rather than the Dryad idea of the Sylvaneth. So like all the spirit stuff I think is really cool. So yeah, maybe that one. He is somewhere, I just don't know where. Oh, I do know where, he's there. Hang on 1 second. So, is this the same one? Oh my god, he's huge. It's that one, isn't it? So what kind of scale is that guy? He's not that far off. He's not that far off, actually. He just looks chunky. He doesn't look tall. He just looks chunky. Oh, and there's one with a... Hang on, there's one with a bird thing on his arm. There's one with a bird on his arm. So I could take that arm and stick the I could take that arm and stick the bird on. Genius. Right. So I think it's that one, isn't it? 12, 10, 10, 12. And then that one will be 13, is it? 9, 9, 10. Which one's 11? Oh no, it's 3. It's that one there. It's that dude. Oh, I think this is a different warband. This must be a different warband. No, it's not a different warband. Oh yeah, 11. There we go. So it is this one. So it's that one and that one. Let's just clip those out. I should record this, shouldn't I? I should record this just in case I do this as a video. Oh, new brush. New brush day! It's new brush day, can't wait. God, I'm good. Hendy being a legend. Hendy, you being a legend. I mean, we don't know yet. You might still be shit. I think Kotias conversions are going to be hard currency for a long time. Yeah. So, let's turn off... We're just going to turn off the sub thing for a second. I'm going to hit record. I'm not recording any sound, so I'll do the voiceover afterwards. we go. Okay. And then I'll throw the subs back up. Click. To explain the lack of filters, went to bed extremely late. Got up to 50 minutes late as well. Upside, I took the day off for a long walk. Yeah, Kotiaz conversions, I think. If we can nail it... If we can nail it, I think it'd be quite good. Now, he's going to need... Let's get that artwork. I want the artwork up. So we need to remove all that. We need to remove the shoulder pads. And we need to remove the arms because the arms need to go up. So it's only really the legs that we're using this for. I did a SketchUp of the nose of the troll and asked where else I could put the magenta paint. I turned the troll into a mandrill. Amazing. Okay. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's actually all right, isn't it? I think that's a pretty good starting point for scale as well. I don't think that's too tall. I don't think that's too tall, really. His chest is smooth. And he's got an inquisitorial eye on his inner chest plate. Maybe I'll just use these legs. What was the other? That was the other one. Is that the same size? Yeah, Kotiaz's chest is like a... It's like the Grey Knight one, isn't it? So Kotiaz is like... Kotiaz is like that. That's a bad example. Maybe it's Death Watch. Yeah. Kotiaz has sculpted pecs on his plate like Stormcast. Is that what that is there? That line? Yeah, maybe. I like the what about Blood Angels? What about Blood Angels? They haven't got the new. They haven't got the new captain in yet, have they? Sanguinary Guard chests are great. The Sanguinary Guard chests are going to be huge, though, so the scale is going to be totally wrong for an Inquisitor. Or maybe the old ones would actually fit quite well. Actually. Speaking of, I have some here. Who did that call? Who made that call? Firstborn Sanguinary Guard. I don't think I have any of the Sanguinary Guard ones. So these are all, I think these are all Death Company. Yeah, these are all Death Company ones. See if I've got any Sanguinary Guard ones here. Don't think I have. Got Sanguinary Guard heads. Yeah, just the Sanguinary Guard heads, which I need to put on eBay actually. Need to put the Sanguinary Guard heads on eBay. And then the backpacks. I think it might be a Ponderer. Because I don't want it. If I do a video, I don't want to do a Duncan video and just copy his. That would suck. Especially for somebody like me who converts like constantly. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Very kind of you, but I think there's more to be found. I think I might have to cut up one of those. I might have to cut up one of the Stormcast from the box, from the Scaventide box. Might have to. I just really like the scale of them, and with the new, I don't like the scale of them. I really like the concept of having an all-winged, all-flying Stormcast army. I think it would look awesome, particularly with those new winged characters they've got as well. I thought that would look really cool. Hey biker, how you doing? Should be painting, but I'm lazy today. Why are you being lazy? I'm very well, thank you, biker. Purpley hasn't got on my back so far about no music, so we're going to try and put some music on before Twitch Lady shouts at me. Has everybody watched Rings of Power yet? just half of the third episode because Spells fell asleep. Third episode's good, Purples. Second episode's good. First episode's good. I think it's all good. I hate the symbiote Sauron. I thought that could have been more ethereal, but so my two, and there's only two. My two little bugbears is symbiote Sauron. I don't like the visual. I thought it would have been better if he was ethereal smoke. And then the other thing is all the constant fucking cheering. Not cheering. Oh, what do you call it? When it's like Hail Adar, Hail Adar, Hail Adar, like that. I can't stand it. And like Farazon. I'm like, for fuck's sake. It's like they seem to love that. But other than that, it's brilliant. Other than that, the chants, chants. Like public chanting. So worth watching. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. It's really, really good. It's really good. Anatar was really cool. I thought they handled that really well. I thought that was perfect. I thought Charlie Vickers and Charlie the other dude. I can't remember his surname now. Williams? Is it Charlie Williams, the dude who plays Celebrimbor? They showed the destruction of Numenor in the teaser. I can't wait. I've watched it about 4 times so far. It's brilliant. I like it a lot. And we're back in Middle Earth. I'm happy. Yes, there's going to be people who are going to jump on the bandwagon for views and YouTube because everybody likes to hate shit. But I thought it was excellent. Thought it was actually excellent. How long are the episodes? Hour long. Yeah, well, I can tell you right now. 1 hour 13 minutes for the first episode. Although the first 20 minutes of the first episode is kind of irrelevant. Nice one, Sinister. Nice one. Do you agree about symbiote Sauron? I don't want to spoil anything else. That's it. If anybody, like, I want to. Next week we can probably talk about Alien Romulus, but I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about Rings of Power just yet. But it's really cool. They killed him? Well, no, he's immortal. He's a Maiar. Yeah, I mean, they didn't know that. They thought they killed him. Yeah, the horror. Yeah, so that's the only thing. That's the only thing. If that was ethereal and it was ethereal smoke trying to, because they've done really nice Barrett Whites, haven't they? If they had done that, I mean, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about how cool it is. But I can't talk about how cool it is because I don't want to spoil it with everybody else. Yeah, Alien Romulus is fucking amazing, Avian. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Third act is phenomenal. Fourth act had a little bit of necessity to it. It felt like it had a bit of necessity to it. And as such didn't quite land how I thought it might. Third act was phenomenal. The whole film was brilliant. I mean, even the ending was cool. It was cool. It was just, we need an excuse to blast an alien out of an airlock again, sort of thing. Not as bad as Covenant. So, Avian, you know I really like Covenant, so I can't comment on that. You know those effects where something flows kind of like a vicious substance, but it's smoky? Liquidy smoke. Yeah, like a billowing smoke. Yeah. And like it gradually gains form and like they did Barrow. It looks like they've done Barrow Whites really well. They've done so well it fits into the timeline. Yes. Yeah, there's one thing that I wish they had done a different direction. I don't know how much to spoil on that, but there is there is another actor who could quite easily have taken the role. There we go. And it would have fitted perfectly. Yeah, I love it. I love how it links into the first one. The link into the first one is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And terrifying, by the way. How it links with the first film is terrifying. And it links in the first, 2 minutes, so you're fine. Yeah, Prometheus has gotten better over time. I think Covenant is still brilliant. I think Alien Romulus sits alongside Alien and beats Aliens. I've enjoyed every one of them. Yeah, I've enjoyed all of them. I love Alien. Alien is brilliant. Aliens is still my favourite. So Alien and Alien Romulus are my favourites, but that's because I love horror films, and the horror vibe of Alien and Alien Romulus are absolutely perfect.
Oh, by the way, Christopher, I hate Isildur's sister. Also, you didn't warn me. I hate you.
Yes. So, Purpley, get ready to cover your eyes in in episode 3. Yes, the fact that Aliens shifted the genre and landed it so well it makes Aliens really, really good. And yes, Isildur's sister's an absolute bitch. So if you like Isildur's sister in season 1, prepare not to in season 2. Did you see that though? Did you see the bit where he had them by and he was like, ugh! I thought he was going to and rip it in half. It's a testament to solid will, but yeah, you did. It's brilliant, really cool. Right. Which one do we paint, everybody? Which one do we paint? Which one do we paint? Which one do we paint? Yeah. Purpley. Do you want me to warn you of the episode where Shelob turns up then, Purpley? Or do you just want the shock of Shelob turning up? I kind of liked AVP. I kind of liked AVP because AVP didn't try and be anything other than a stupid AVP film. Rogue One could be better, but it's a hell of a lot better than all the other new Star Wars. I rewatched Rogue One. Is it sexy? It's not good. So spoilers, everybody. It's not going to be sexy Shelob. It's not going to be sexy Shelob. It's going to be 8-legged freak Shelob. Yeah, it's a high-paced Sunday movie. Yeah. Boo. Oh, I kind of like. How can a giant spider be sexy? Avian, have you not seen Shadow of War? Have you not seen sexy? Hang on, let me show you sexy Shelob. Sexy Shelob. Sexy Shelob. It's Shelob in human form, so that she can seduce things. Shelob is a spider. She is. It's one of the. Oh, Purpley, what are you doing, Purple? Purpley, what are you doing? You're supposed to be a mod, Purple. You're supposed to be a clever computer mod. Hendy will fill you in about why she's sexy Shelob, I'm sure. I can't quite remember. I think she shapeshifts to form an alliance with someone or something. Right, so we need to. We might push the gold on the. It looked like Alice had a fit. Oh, here we go. Look. Hail Adar! Hail Adar! Hail Adar! Hail Adar! Fuck off. She shapeshifts. They made the Shelob a shapeshifter in the Shadow of X. Which is fine, because, like, publishers went, need more boobs. Need more boobs. I mean, we have a Shelob here. We have a Shelob here. Spoilers, we have a metal Shelob. And we have a resin Shelob. So I have a resin Shelob which I can hack about and turn into a sand spider for my Haradrim. Yeah, we do have a metal Shelob for that was courtesy of Kieran. Ale Adar, like he needed a beer. Yeah, the chanting really annoys me. It's like when they started the elf lover, elf lover, elf lover. I mean, that's not even a chant that flows off your tongue. You got 5 knights and Elrond to finish up. Where's my Elrond? So that's my Gil-galad. My Elrond is here. There's my Elrond. I'm still contemplating whether I need to sculpt a crown on Gil-galad or not. I'm tempted to. So that's my Elrond. And these are my softened down. They're my softened down. Riders. Which look really cool. You like the blue? Thank you very much.
Also, I still want to slap Gil-galad, but a little less than in Season 1.
His prosthetics annoy me more than Gil-galad himself, and his delivery of "You misunderstand, Galadriel. He is not joining yours; he is leading it." Like that delivery was irrelevant. Read my earlier message. Speaking of Adar, what Sauron did with the puppy? Brilliant. What Sauron did with the puppy? With the puppy. If I remember correctly, she's a pretty major character in Shadow of War. Yes, as far as I know. Oh, that puppy! Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that was badass. That was badass. And then the evil grin. And then the evil grin when he was riding away and he heard the scream. Yeah, sorry, I got the puppy. Yeah, the evil grin of like, and I'm so glad that because Waldreg is a knob as well. Waldreg's an absolute knob face. Really like the guy who plays Celebrimbor. Celebrimbor, Sinister Plank, if you haven't watched, I can't remember whether you said you have watched or haven't watched Season 2 yet. Celebrimbor in Season 2 is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how well if if Celebrimbor ends up how he ends up in the books. I think everybody will be in tears. I don't think they can do that because it's really brutal. But maybe a little bit of the way there? I don't know. We'll see. But apparently now I don't need to. Why don't you need to, Spike? You definitely do. After playing both Shadow of X games, I can really feel for Celebrimbor. I'm trying not to spoil anything, Spike. I'm trying not to spoil anything. If I'm spoiling things, please let me know. because that's not my intention. I'm trying to speak cryptically to people who have. It's brilliant. Spike is fantastic. I just come to Christopher's abbreviated episodes. Not spoiling either, also speaking super cryptically and really got to... yeah, you got to go watch it, Spike. I don't know whether to do watch parties, that's the thing. Because last year we did watch parties for Rings of Power, but it came out on a Friday. So I watched it Friday morning and then the watch party was Friday night. But now it comes out on a Thursday. A watch party on Thursday clashes with movie night. So do we have to swap movie night for Rings of Power watch party? Like, I don't know. Hey, Tim King Tristan, how you doing? It's Middle Earth, how can I not watch it? Oh, it's awesome. I'm going to watch it, of course, just stupidly behind. I know, clearly. I'm still waiting for my Lord of the Rings mates to, like, react to it as well. I don't know. Book Celebrimbor would be nuts. You have to check something because I have a serious doubt. Oh no, what are you checking? Just making lunch. Nice one, Tristan. Let's swap battery, shall we? But yeah, Book Celebrimbor would be grim. Spoilers, but Book Celebrimbor does not end in a pretty way. Galadriel is about 13,000 years older than Gil-galad. Amazing. High King. I was really surprised how easily she put the ring on, if that makes sense. In fairness, Prime is the same network that puts the boys on, so we never know. Well, yes, but... So one of the things that I didn't want the Rings of Power to be was Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is... like... I don't know, it's almost like horror porn, isn't it? It's just like violence porn. It's violent, it's porn for porn's sake. It's violence for violence sake in Game of Thrones, and I didn't want Rings of Power to go that direction. And I don't think they have. Occasionally they get a bit too stabby. Like the first 3 minutes of the first episode gets very stabby. But one thing that they've never, for some reason they've never made blood red. The blood is always black, which I find a bit weird. And I think that's probably so that it doesn't look too bloody, maybe, I don't know. Yes, yeah, fantasy epic direction, not the gritty mud fight, yeah. Game of Thrones is grim dark version of Lord of the Rings, yes. Yeah, and emphasis on the dark in certain episodes, in certain infamous episodes. But yeah, we got lots of these elves to do at some point, which would be really nice. Oh, I am out of wet palette space, therefore we need new wet palette. out of wet pallet space means new wet pallets. Sean Bean had the same fate in Game of Thrones as Lord of the Rings. Yeah, poor old Sean Bean. He's the constant. He's the constant. We also started some Gildor yesterday as well, with like the hotspot spread down the centre of his cloak, which I'm trying to do on everything because I quite like how that looks. Um, I'm upset Prime for putting ads in the middle of the episode. Oh god, yeah. Yeah. Particularly because I'm doing exactly the same as I did with the first season of Rings of Power. Watching it in the morning, first thing in the morning, curtains closed, lights off, headphones on the screen, just like focused and like in the, and then so you're like you got it all in here and you got the volume right and it's all epic, and then all of a sudden and you get a stupid advert and it's annoying. Yeah, that's really annoying. I'll pay the extra few bucks a month for ad-free. Yeah, if you don't mind dropping a few just for a month so that you can watch Rings of Power. Because there's the first 3, so you'll only need it for 2 months, because it's the first 3 and then there's 5 more. So you need it for 6 weeks. So if you can do that, then feel free to. I don't know what the price is. Somebody go and check how much it is, just to update that. I can't, but an even bigger super yacht. Hey, he's brought us Rings of Power, so it's all good. And he's brought us Love, Sex and Robots 40k. Swedish Prime doesn't do ads. Oh, I'm so close to trying to do a. Although Prime doesn't let you if you have a virtual thing, it doesn't let you play Prime, does it? But you could have virtual. Oh god, what's it called? I can't even think what's it called now. VPN. You could VPN over to Sweden. That would be really funny, wouldn't it? No, it doesn't work. Because I've tried it. I've tried it by accident. I have a VPN for watching things on Hulu and stuff, so I can watch things on Hulu. And I left it on by accident once, and also baseball as well, so I can watch baseball. And I left it on once. Yeah, has somebody checked how much it is? How much is it just to go ad-free for a month? To be fair, I could probably click on it. Because I've got Rings of Power on now on the other monitor, just so that you know. I have Rings of Power on the other monitor at the moment. Right, let's do all these tiny bits. Sauron lives because of you. $2.99. Is that it? That's probably worth it for a month, isn't it? That's probably worth it for a month. That's probably worth it for a month. Annoyingly, and only because it's Lord of the Rings, anything else, like The Boys, is fine. Like, The Boys can get interrupted by adverts. It's weird, isn't it? Isn't Lord of the Rings weird? Like, nope, I will, yeah, I'll do that, just so that I don't get interrupted. Isn't Lord of the Rings weird? Oh! Lord of the Rings is a special kind of world. It really is. And I've really enjoyed wearing my ring as well. Sinister, have you seen my... Have I shown you my objective? Lord of the Rings Middle-earth strategy battle game objective. One of my objective markers. I'll bring 2 out. There we are. Here's 2 of my objective markers for Middle-earth strategy battle game. So just little objective markers. So I've got 7 rings, 7 different rings. So I've got the three elven rings, the 1 ring, 2 dwarf rings, and 1 Kings of Men. Just to use as objective markers when you're playing Lord of the Rings, because you need like 1 to 3 objective markers. So at that point you use like Vinya and the 1 ring and stuff, and then occasionally for a couple of the games you need 6. So I've got 6 rings. You got the 1 ring from the old Fellowship box. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, so we need white. I'm gonna have to have a proper sit down and have a think about Kotias and how to do Kotias. By the way, can we just confirm that we need to send this to Spike? We need to send this to Spike, yeah? That's confirmed, yeah? This Skaven collectible coin thing. So Spike needs to let me have his address so that we can sort that out. You got the One Ring from the Collector Edition DVD back in the day? Purpley, that's cool.
DEWIT Christopher. Send the Scaven thing GY to Spike.
Yay! There we go. Anybody else want to confirm that that's the correct thing to do? I noticed Spike hasn't even commented yet. I hope postage isn't too much. I don't think it'll be too much. Postage will be fine. Mr. Spiky Boy! Are you there, Mr. Spiky Boy? Hilarious thing that both myself and Rich Gray have started doing completely separately is using synthetic brushes to put our paint on palettes. Spend £60 at Games Workshop. If you spend £60 at Games Workshop, you get given one. And I have lots of random different cool ones. So I've got loads of, I think I've got 4 of these. I've got 4 of these ones, which are really good objective markers. These are the Inquisitorial ones. It would be really nice to have 2 to complete the set. But that's Inquisitorial ones. And then I have, I'm still waiting the fucking Necron one. Started using synthetic brushes for a lot of work that isn't fine detail. I've started using cheaper brushes for anything that isn't fine detail, but still Kalinsky Sable. And then I have 6. I've got 6 of the Cadian Gate ones, which is really cool. So I've got 6 of these coins, which is really nice. Read your previous message. Go to Warhammer store and spend some money. I also have the Argonath statues from the Collector Edition DVD. 2 towers and Ministerials from the Collectors from the... Purpley? We need pics of all that purpley. So yeah, I've got a few of these rings. But I don't really need Skahaven one. So as long as everybody agrees, we can send that one to Spiky Boy. What do you mean find where they are? You should know exactly where they are. If you don't know where they are, Purpley, you're not loving them enough. You need to send them to me. Now, question. Am I allowed to put Thranduil's sword up on my wall behind me on YouTube and Twitch? Or is it classed as a weapon and I'm not allowed to do it? That's one thing I need to do. I want to get Anduril. I want to get Anduril and also Thranduil's sword. Mounted. I think what we can probably do here is Mega Zoom. They can show off really? Okay, cool, that's fine then. I didn't know whether there was a... In fact, I'm going to wear these. I haven't worn these for a while. In fact, we're going to go mega massive eyes. I don't think you have, Biker. Although I'm guessing I'm in the way now, aren't I? I'm guessing you guys can't see now. Can't get them right.
What do you reckon, Christopher? Will they again keep us in the dark about the identity of the stranger?
That's a good one. I think they will. But I do now definitely think he's a blue wizard. With the other wizard being in. I'm going to get rid of these. They don't work on stream. I think because of the other guy and him already being in Rune, I think they're both blue wizards. So the blue wizards, one of them started evil cults, and the other one was a good guy. So I think they're pulling towards that direction now, which personally I think is a good idea. Then the skin is done. Nice one. They travelled together. They'd have said, yeah. So that's. I think that's a. An artistic license, an artistic adaptation that works. I think that's fine. I think that works quite well. In my opinion. The teaser had the stranger with Tom Bombadil, so I doubt he's a blue wizard. I think he's a blue wizard. He's far too Gandalfy to be Gandalf. I think he's a blue wizard. I think they wanted to get Tom Bombadil. Well, they said, haven't they? They were like, who would be a really good character to help guide the stranger through everything? And they were like, well, Tom Bombadil. So yeah, I think he is. You think he's Saruman? The writers probably fancy themselves to be too clever. So Sinister, that was my trap that I fell into in season 1, that they were actually being too clever. I thought they were cleverer than I gave them credit for, because I thought Halbrand was going to be the Witch King. And now, like, I think there's a chance. See, this is the problem with looking too closely into Rings of Power, because I did it last season as well, and I said this season I wasn't going to do it, but I've started doing it again. Like, Theo could be the Witch King. And also, I think there's a possibility of Kamul possibly being in the show. But I thought it would be quite cool if Theo was the Witch King, because then you have that Theo Isildur thing going on, which then gets broken in the later in the Third Age when he becomes the Witch King. I thought that could be quite cool. Yeah. They're like, who's Sauron? Well, it can't be Halbrand. That would be dumb. And then I was like, when he said, call it a gift in season 1, I was literally shouting at the TV as he started saying that line. He was like, don't you dare say call it a gift. And he did, and I got so cross. But they've kind of pulled it back. Well, maybe not pulled it back, but season 2 is definitely better than season 1 so far. I still find it interesting that, like, the Elven rings are the greatest of all the rings. But Celebrimbor's already made the greatest, so why would he carry on? Like, that's... So yeah, there's lots of interesting things. And that's the thing with adaptations as well. With adaptations, you can pull apart every single adaptation, because it's an adaptation, so it's not going to be accurate to the source material. And arguably anything that is accurate to the source material doesn't work on a TV or a movie. So adaptation is always going to have differences, and those differences are always going to be talking points which split the community. But ultimately, I'm just really happy we're back in Middle-earth. Radagast. No, I think Blue Wizard. I think they're pulling it for him to be a Blue Wizard. I think that'll be fine. But I don't think we'll find out this season. I still don't think we'll find out this season. Yeah, Sinister, yeah. Just read. So here we go. Here's your top tip for the day. Use a shitty synthetic brush to get your paint onto the wet palette. Reasons. Arguably, a synthetic brush cleans quicker, because you're only using it to put paint onto the wet palette. It cleans instantly, so it stays clean. Therefore, you won't get paint buildup on the paintbrush, and therefore that paint buildup gets deposited in the paint when you're mixing it. So you don't get paint drops in your paint, like hardened paint dust in your paint. Also, synthetic brushes, the bristles don't fall out as much, so you won't get bristles in your paint. And also, it's cheaper. But then, what do you use to mix the paint on the brush? What do you use to mix the paint and water the paint down on the wet palette? And dropper bottles suck. Hey Sud, how you doing? Dropper bottles suck. As I constantly say. Hey, how you doing, Whiskey? How the new brush is gorgeous as always. Da Vinci is. Oh, this one's. This one's. The Da Vinci is wearing out already on this one. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, mate. Absolutely gorgeous. I got some different ones. I got some different ones this time around because I'm playing around with various different ideas, and I got myself. No, it's not in there. There he is. I got myself one of this. So I got myself one like that, just to try. So this is like a short, stumpy one, which I thought might be quite good for doing like cloaks and things, because it can hold quite a lot of paint, and you can kind of keep going. So I got a slightly shorter, stumpier brush just to try. And I also got some cheaper ones, cheaper large ones as well, because large ones I tend to only use for glazing, therefore the glazing ones don't need to be top quality particularly. They're still Winsor & Newton. I don't like. The Winsor & Newton ones seem to be just so short that they don't hold enough water to effectively get the paint off the brush. So I've never really got on with Winsor & Newton, which is weird because I had loads of them and I've still got a few of them, because they're the ones that the heavy metal team used to use when I was working there. So I had loads from the heavy metal team. So when I got back into the hobby, I was using Winsor & Newton size 0 and size 00 for my painting. And then quickly found Da Vinci, which is good because I love Da Vinci now. I don't know whether the link still works, but you can do exclamation mark brush. Size 1 is a good 5 to 6 mil long. So this is a size 00. And it is 7 mil long, 6 mil long. And that's a size 00. So my issue with Winsor & Newton is that a size 1 is that long, but it's hasn't got any body to it. Rosemary & Co. No. You've got a Series Newton miniature. Size 00, it's completely unusable. Yeah, it's because it's because it doesn't have any body to it. They don't have so my issue with the Winsor & Newton ones is they don't have any body. Whereas the Da Vinci's have a beautiful body to tip ratio. I think, which is why I really like them. I don't like the tips on the Rosemary & Co.'s. I was going to say I'm sorry. It's really disconcerting having this wood thunderhammer shaft in the way, because it just plays with your depth perception. But yeah, obviously there's a lot of paintbrushes out there, so each to their own. Everybody likes different paintbrushes. Windsor and such. I'm now a Dalarownie graduate synthetic. Wow, loving it. And if it's natted, some hot water and neutral hair wax makes it as branded new. See, I need to try some synthetics with hot water. Does the hot water remove the little J tip? Little J curls they have? Because I am legitimately curious about synthetic brushes. Because Kolinsky Sable, they're getting very expensive now. And I did get, that's one of the reasons why I got some of the cheaper brushes away from like the size 1 and the size 00, which I'm using here, because you just burn through these if you're not really kind of careful with them. But the little J curl on synthetics annoy the shit out of me. Bought a few by accident. Thought I was buying the regular ones. The size one was pretty nice though. But 0 and smaller dry out. Yeah, that's why the drying out issue tends to be what happens with the Winsor and Newton for me, because they don't have that body. Yes, non-metallic gold for the goat trim, yeah. You're not the only one who's told me Da Vinci are the best. I'm inclined to believe you. It's why I'm shopping for a customs-free supplier. Looks mint. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is for this will be for Golden Demon whenever Golden Demon arrives back in the UK. So I've got an inquisitorial retinue planned. With loads of Inquisitors. So we've got this Inquisitor, the new Warhammer Plus Inquisitor, and then a few servo skulls, and probably like a rogue trader or something. So it'd be quite cool to put a rogue trader in there, and or an assassin. I think it'd be quite cool to put an assassin in. But yeah, I've got to be very careful because an inquisitorial retinue I could just kind of go to town on and just keep painting. But speaking of, I do need to kind of crack on and get a lot of this done. Shall put together an inquisitorial retinue. That's an excellent excuse to go nuts with mixing and matching. Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to decide how to do the hammer though. As you can see, it's only I've got like a bit of a brass idea around the around this bit here. Sorry, this bit here. I want to do this brass, which is why it started out with this pink. So you've got brown through pink, up to kind of like a yellowy ivory highlight, which should give this like brassy, bronzy kind of colour to it, and then that will kind of separate out all the rest. But I don't know whether to make. So this is the one. I don't know whether to make that skull gold or silver to match everything else. Bearing in mind that that'll probably be gold. All this is silver, and then we've got his silver arm here as well. So I'm not entirely sure. As I have issues with my Warhammer Plus, is the new mini available? I believe it is, yes. Remember to hit the like button. Thank you, Thal. Yes, everybody hit the like button. Lightning OSL effects, bendy up some squiggly wire and attached to the head. No. Nope, not happening, Sinister. Not happening. I was doing some point maths for my own Inquisitorial Agents army, so I'm happy to see some IA stuff in the category. Nice one. Yeah, I've got... Icarus, make sure you follow me on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on YouTube. There's me being very excited in a video coming up soon, with loads of inquisitorial stuff happening. So yeah, drop me a follow on YouTube if you're not already. I can't tell you when that video will drop, but you will know about it when it does. $40k Ghost Rider, yes. Okay, so I want to do this. This tabard needs to be leather. We've got all the red. All the red needs kind of a little bit of tidying up, but it's mostly there. I do need a highlight in the middle of that, and then all the way across the top of that. I don't actually know. Shit, I don't know where his backpack is. Shit, that's a good point actually. Where is his backpack? That's a very good point, Christopher. Twitch lady, I'm very sorry. I don't know where his backpack is. But yeah, I've got loads of servo skulls that I just think are really cool. Fuck. It might be over there on my inquisitorial. I've got a inquisitorial board over there with just like all my agents and shit.
What an amateur. How can you lose his backpack? Shame on you.
I know, right? Icarus, we were also talking about a Kotiaz conversion. And I need to print. Hendy will like this. I need to print a load of my Tomb King horses out as well. I need to get loads of these printed out so that I can do all my Tomb King chariots and stuff. So I'm going to print a load more of these soon. And probably, to be fair, I'll probably put them on eBay as well, because they're a really nice alternative to the shit ones. Psycho Inquisitors, so it will be really fitting. So it's a Psycho will be possible. Yeah, I just want to keep making Inquisitors. I think Inquisitors are so much fun. This one's me. For those of you who don't know, this one's me. I can't remember where his head is. His head. Oh, there is his head. So here's his head. So this is me and my female companion lady, who's also an Inquisitor, who's got red hair. But this is me. So if I turn him that way, like that, I think he kind of looks like me. I need to paint him better. He's not finished painting yet. Yeah. So that's the head that's going on there. He's got the cool eyepiece, and then this is her head, who I just think looks amazing. I think she looks fantastic. So she's going to be a lot of fun to paint up as well. I don't know whether to add one more purity seal here. So she's got a purity seal here, one on her back. I don't know whether to add one more purity seal here, or maybe have one on her weapon hanging down. That's a good idea, actually. I might put a purity seal there so it hangs down, because I really like that purity seal. I love this one. I think that one's fantastic. Sorry, I like this one here. I think that one's fantastic. One of those 13 skulls. The servo skulls. She needs a bunch more purity seals. Do you think she needs more? So yeah, I don't know. Do you think I should put a purity seal here, or on her weapon, or both? I think she's currently got two. She's got one here and one there, and then she's got the fleur-de-lis knife, which looks quite cool. So yeah, maybe she needs a long one on her weapon again. Legion of the Danged. Yeah. So this guy's got loads, obviously. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4, and then his backpack has like 8. So he's got shitloads. So yeah, to be fair, she does need more, doesn't she? Because if he's got 8, she needs some more as well. Because I wouldn't be hanging out with somebody who wasn't as badass as I was. So she needs more. Yeah. Point taken. Right, I'm going to quickly go and grab some water, I think. I'm going to go and grab some fresh water. And then we need to do some more little bits on this. And I need to paint these. I think they're going to be black. They're going to be white, I think. Is that his belt? Is this his belt? Has he got a belt sash? Or is that hanging? I think that's just hanging, isn't it? It's not part of the belt. But yeah, he's badass. He's awesome. Make the Order of Xenos look downright cuddly. I am not having any Ordo Xenos Inquisitors because Ordo Xenos kill my Necrons and my beloved Eldar and Dark Eldar. So all of mine are Malleus and maybe Hereticus. Eisenhorn and Greyfax don't have that many purity seals. It looks like a sash tucked into his belt rather than natural belt. Yes, that's what I would say. So I reckon that's a sash. So I'll paint that. I don't know whether I'll paint it white or black, actually. Hey, Snowy, how you doing? Eldar lover, heresy. I love my Eldar. I've got one there, but I can't show it you because it's got different wings on at the moment. But I do like. I need to finish her off, don't I? I really need to finish her off because that repose is so cool. Pew pew pew. You've almost built Smaug. Yes. How's it gone? How's it gone, Snowy? Is it okay, dude? Green stuff. Are you green stuffing? I've started painting him. I have started painting him, and I printed out my Glorfindel to go on the base. There's my Glorfindel to go on his base. Oh, Snowy, you haven't seen my Glorfindel, have you? Printed a different Glorfindel, and I think he's awesome. I've got Glorfindel. I just like Glorfindel. So now I have the one from the artwork. Greyfax also has 2 on her shoulder. Chris isn't it? I do love my elves. That does it. I'm telling salamanders about you. Currently cutting a few hundred small coins to help fill gaps in his base. Nice. Nice. Are you just slicing plastic rod? Because that's what I was going to do. I've got Bilbo from the base because obviously I've used a different base. So I've got Bilbo on a plinth with the stairs, and I need to cut loads and loads of coins to cover the base. So I was just going to slice some plastic rod up and do that. Nice. Use a hole punch 1mm. That's a good idea as well. Hole punch for a sheet of coins. That's quite good. Easy to get consistent thickness. Yeah. For him, Necrons are just pissy robot Egyptian elves. That's why he has so many. Yeah. Well, they did have their conflict with the elves, didn't they? Right, so Humbler! Hey John, how you doing? Thank you for the follow, dude. Have you watched season 3, episode 3 of Rings of Power? They are so much better than season 1. Yes. Chris, you got a link for Discord? Exclamation mark Discord, dude. Was that Sport screaming in the background? No, that was Decert shouting everybody to take cover. I've got Rings of Power on in the background. So to answer your question, yes, I've watched all of Rings of Power. I watched it yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. And then yesterday lunchtime. And then yesterday evening. And then this morning. And then now. Doing a lore video on every space marine enlisted in the Lexicanum. Have to homebrew some of the lore, but I'm trying to keep it to... Oh, nice one, Thrall. If you want to include the Dark Pharaons, you can do exclamation mark Dark Pharaon in chat. Yeah, season 2 is phenomenal so far, Snowy. I'm really liking it. We've talked a little bit about the 2 things, because I'm trying not to spoil it, so I can't talk about the good things, other than it's really good. But the 2 things which I've been like, ugh, are Sauron symbiote. I wish was a bit more ethereal, smoky. So I wish the Sauron symbiote was a bit more ethereal smoke trying to form into a body. I thought that would have been cooler, and more Middle-earthy as well. Like, it's just weird. And this is a really, really weird, annoying one. A really weird one. The chanting, the constant chanting. That just seems to erupt randomly, like Hail Adar, just pisses me off, and Farazon is annoying. In the same way, in season 1, it was like Elf Lover. I'm like, for God's sake, can you stop with the random chanting that suddenly seems to appear? Ugh! Other than that, it's phenomenal. Kill Tasha Yar. How you doing, Target? I did it wrong. Yeah, there we go. There's a link to the Dark Pharaons. Purpley, you copying that into YouTube so that Thrall could click it in YouTube is amazing. Thank you, Purpley. Yeah, it's season 2 is brilliant so far. I love it. The whole Anatar thing, the way they dealt with the Anatar thing, I thought was phenomenal. Celebrimbor and Anatar now are like my new favourite two people in the show. I think they're amazing. I can't wait to see where that. Because, like I was saying earlier, I don't want to spoil it. But it does not end well for Celebrimbor, so I want to know how far they take that in the show. Because if they go all the way, it's going to be insane. Old elf with a beard. Círdan the shipwright, the dude who was there. Círdan was literally one of the first elves ever. So he is like on his third like stage of life, which is why he's got a beard. Keep it within the lore and do a video on them. I will take some liberties to fill in the blanks, but I won't change any cool things. Awesome. Arondir, Isildur, Snowy. Do you think? I don't want to throw things out because I started doing that in season 1 and it disappointed me in the end. There's a couple of things. Well. Stranger is going to be a blue wizard because the dark wizard is going to be the other blue wizard that starts all the evil cults. So I reckon definitely blue wizards. I don't think they're going Gandalf with him now, and I'm happy with that. I don't think they need to touch Gandalf. Gandalf's already been done. It's absolutely brilliant. King of the Dead! That's a good one! I thought Witch King. I thought Theo for the Witch King, but King of the Dead is a good one as well, because... Yes, that's good, because I thought Witch King, because Theo and Isildur getting like all buddy-buddy, and then Isildur and the Witch King ending up being like as they are. I thought that would be really cool if Theo ended up being the Witch King. And also, Camul the Easterling, anybody? Círdan is older than Galadriel. Círdan is definitely older than Galadriel. Círdan was literally there at the beginning of the Elven race. Theo and the King of the Dead. Oh, that would be cool as well, wouldn't it? That would be really cool because he deserted at the critical. That would be really good. Yeah, I like that one as well. How are you doing, Grimdark? Snowy damn you. See, this is the problem with Rings of Power. You start writing, because I thought, Snowy, last season, I thought Halbrand was going to be the Witch King. I thought Halbrand was going to be the Witch King because the King of the Southlands who came in to save everybody... yeah, I don't like the bumfluff that the female the female dwarfs have suddenly... Did they have bumfluff in the season 1? It's weird. I thought Halbrand could have been the Witch King in season 1, and I had written like a really cool version of the entire seasons, all the series, as Halbrand being the Witch King in season 1, because he's come and he's been found. He's going to save the Southlands, and then ultimately doesn't. They take there's so much creative license. There is a fair bit of creative license. I think the one thing, if I were to ask them anything, if I had a chance to talk to them at all, like those two showrunner people who are like just making up and writing everything, I think I would just say that you don't have to be afraid of the people who love the books and the lore, and like, because one of the things that they said about season 1 is that they didn't want everybody who'd read the books to be like episodes ahead. Ultimately, we don't care that we're episodes ahead. For fuck's sake, we're films ahead. We know what happens because it says so at the beginning of the films, even if the films are the only things you've ever watched. So don't be afraid of the book people. And ultimately, we just want to see the things that happen in the book on screen. Like, we are going to be so happy, like Anatar and Celebrimbor happening on screen is amazing. That's phenomenal. I know, you're Warrior Galadriel, you do need to get over that. You do need to get over that at some point. Dwarf female should have full beards. So much faint. Yeah, it looks really weird. But hey, if that's one of the only things that we get bummed out about season 2, then that's all cool. If the 3 things that I get bummed out about in the entire of season 2 are symbiote Sauron, the stupid chanting that goes on, and bumfluff on the female elves, on the female dwarfs, I think will be good. I play as well. I've got to be careful what I show here. I've got trophies up behind me from playing as well. So I've got 2 first place trophies up here. I've got a undefeated third place with Necrons at Warhammer World at the height of the Space Marine horrible metaness, was one of the best achievements I've ever done. Tolkien did say she was Amazonian feats in her youth, so Warrior Galadriel isn't law breaking. No, I don't think so. But I can't. I've been trying to argue that for about 2 years with Purple, and she won't listen to me, Snowy. Could I pick Yawly brains on Imperial agents? Of course, yes. I've got the codex here. Let me get the codex up, and if you've got any questions about...
Also, where the hell is Celeborn?
As soon as... I mean, Celeborn needs to turn up ASAP, doesn't he? If anybody has any questions about Imperial agents or the Blood Angels codex, let me know, because I've got both of them here. Where's the Imperial agent's password? Let me find the password. There we go. Is that the Imperial agents one? Yeah. Is that going to work? No. They messed up the password, and it's a nightmare to put in now. No. Is that it? Yes. There we go. Yeah. Got any questions about Imperial agents? Then let me know. Warrior Gladriel is fine, but I wish I could see a bit more badass magickery. Yeah, it's true. Her going to Middle-earth was not her youth anymore. So I've accidentally collected a whole Imperial Agents army. What do you mean accidentally? Thanks to me being able to take Sisters of Battle stuff, my first draft has 2 Sisters of Battle squads, and I'm debating weapon options. Do you think multi-melter is worth it considering the lack of anti-vehicle AP elsewhere? Right, so let's have a look at Sisters of Battle options. So Sisters of Battle in the Imperial Agents Codex. Come on, load. There we go. Kotiaz, Greyfax, Draxus. Right. Ultimately, I do think you need an immolator, by the way. I do think you need an immolator or 2. Sisters of Battle squad, you can have... one can have a melter gun, a storm bolter, or a flamer. And one can have a heavy bolter, a melter gun, flamer, heavy flamer, a multi-melter. So you could have a multi-melter and a melter. And an Inferno pistol. So you could have an Inferno pistol, a melter gun, and a multi-melter. Multi-melter still assault 2. Multi-melter heavy 2 shots, melter 2. In the Inquisitorial agents, you are hitting on +1, so they are hitting on 3s. I was thinking 1 squad melter, 1 squad flamers for the 2 Sisters of Battle squad. I would go both squads melter and use the flamers on the immolator, or the flamers on the Inquisitorial henchman. Now, the Inquisitorial henchman. Oh, by the way, take 3 assassins. Always take 3 assassins. I don't know whether... I didn't do an Inquisitorial agents video, did I? Where are the Inquisitorial agents? Yeah, because... so if you take 3 assassins, you can swap one of them each time. What kind of assassin? Doesn't matter. So you take a Vindicar, an Eversur, and a Calidus, purpley. And then at the beginning of the game, if there aren't any targets for a Vindicar, you swap the Vindicar out for a Calexis. Because you can just do it. You just swap it out. It's brilliant. Right, where are the Inquisitorial Imperial Navy breaches? Inquisitorial agents, here we go. So the Inquisitorial agents can have... Is it a heavy bolter? Yeah, so the Inquisitorial agents, any number of gun servitors can each have their heavy bolter replaced with one of the following: multi-melter or a plasma cannon. So you can have a multi-melter on the gun servitors, and you can have up to 2 gun servitors. Which is really cool. The Vindicar Assassin is the Vindicar Assassin is really good and really bad all at the same time. So because he has infiltrate, you can put him wherever you like. Okay, so you can put the Vindicar Assassin down on a firing lane, so that you can see down a firing lane. So if your opponent puts a model down that you want to kill, and they put it at a place where you can put a Vindicar Assassin down on the other side, then you can put the Vindicar Assassin down because he can infiltrate. So he can sit in a firing lane. He can then kill that one model categorically straight away, dead, boom, gone, dead, killed it. And then he can't do anything for the rest of the game because his movement is so slow and he's got heavy, so like he's not hitting anything else for the rest of the game. Or your opponent hides all their leaders, all their characters, and the Vindicar goes, well, I will go there then, and then he doesn't do anything for the entire game because he can't really move. He's like movement 5 or something. So he's not really moving anywhere. So yeah, the Vindicar is amazing and terrible all in one. I decided a few years ago only do and talk about things I like. If I dislike something, I just ignore it. Wish the Lord of the Rings fan more would do it. Yeah, so that's my approach, Snowy. That's my approach. So one of the reasons why the Inquisitorial Agents, there's no Inquisitorial Agents Codex review on my YouTube, is because I didn't really like it. It's all right, but I didn't really like it. The Blood Angels Codex, there is a Blood Angels Codex review on my YouTube, and I really wanted to do that because I really like the Codex. I just had to really rein in my dislike for some of the model decisions that they made. But the Imperial Agents Codex is a bit meh. But I love it because I just want to play Imperial Agents. So like, if I ever play Imperial, like, so there's a video that's coming up on my YouTube. Which you're all gonna watch because you all love me, right? You're all gonna watch that video, and I'm gonna get so excited about something which isn't even in the Imperial Agents Codex. And I'm going to put it in my Imperial Agents army, and I'm going to have it just as an Imperial Agents army, and I don't care. So I'm just going to, I'm creating my own Imperial Agents army using this unit which is coming out, or has come out, etc., whatever. Even though it's not even in the Codex. Like, I don't care, because it's awesome and it's cool, and it got me so excited about running Imperial Agents. So, yeah. What do I think of the Wolf model review? I think Wolf is amazing. I think he's really, really cool. I can't wait. I thought it was absolutely hilarious that some people in the Lord of the Rings Middle-earth strategy battle game community thought that Games Workshop were going to do anime models. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. At what point were they going to sculpt an anime wolf? And I think he's awesome. I think he's really cool. The one thing I would do on the foot-mounted one, rather than having him like leaning over quite that much, I'm just going to straighten him up a little bit, and that's it. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I think the detail is getting a little bit chunky. Like I really like all the fine detail and everything that you get on a lot of the Lord of the Rings stuff. Sorry, it's really difficult when I'm this zoomed in. I really like all the fine detail and proportions that you get on some of the Lord of the Rings stuff. However, I have a funny feeling that Wolf is a plastic model, therefore the detail needs to be a little bit bigger, I think. In terms of like so, for instance, the fur on the back of his horse, I think, just looks a bit chunky. Oh my god, Plastic Royal Guard! I've not even considered Plastic Royal Guard! I've not even considered Plastic Royal Guard! Of course! Of course! Like you send the Eversor to charge an infantry unit, you basically budget it. Yeah, the Eversor can charge. Hang on, so he's movement 9. He can scout, so he moves 9. He then moves another 9, which is 18. He can advance 6, which is 24. He can. Is that right? Move 9, advance 6. 24, charge 12. He doesn't get any more pluses to that, does he? So he can charge 36 inches in the first turn, and then he gets 9 attacks with sustain 3, which is on average about 15 hits, all at damage 2. So he can do about 30 damage in the first turn, charging up to 36 inches. Where is Elrond's horse from? Elrond's horse? Elrond's horse is plastic. Elrond! There we go. There's Elrond's horse. Yeah, the Eversor is nuts. The Eversor is absolutely bonkers cool. Is it April 1st? Anime figures. I know, right? Right, Veiled? So, because Games Workshop said that the next lot of Lord of the Rings stuff was going to be based around War of the Rohirrim, and War of the Rohirrim is an anime, they thought that they were going to sculpt anime models. So we were going to end up with, like, hella waifu models and stuff. Hey, Paulie, how you doing? Paulie is gone. That's Gil Galad. This is Gil Galad. This is Gil Galad because he's got Aegolos. So this is Gil Galad, which is Glorfindel's horse with all the trim taken off. So yeah, it's Glorfindel with all the trim. It takes ages, and you can still see some of the kind of the little. There's a line there that looks a little bit sharp, which I might have to do something about. But yeah, it's Glorfindel, which is quite funny because you can see over on this side he's still got his tabard there, which is luckily covered up when I put the shield on him. So it's Glorfindel and Elrond smashed together to make Gil Galad, and I'm not quite sure whether to sculpt a tiny crown on him or not. But this is my team, Lord of the Rings team army. It's Glorfindel, Gil Galad, and Elrond, and 10 Rivendell Knights. And I've converted some of the Rivendell Knights so that they have pew pew bows. So all this is green stuff sculpted in to replace the creases which are cut out when you cut the bow off, because there's a bow sitting on the back, isn't there? And then you give them the pew pew arm as well. So yeah, I've got pew pew Rivendell Knights. I've got 3 of them. Got three Rivendell Knights with bows, and the rest with the lancers. And Snowy, I know you'll like this. I've done objective markers for my elves. I've got 7 of them. So that one's the 1 ring, obviously. And then I've got all the elven rings. as objective markers. You've only got 5 with lancers. So I've got three elven rings, 2 dwarf rings, one ring of men, and then the 1 ring as well. Yeah. I printed out loads more for my friends as well because I was like, I've done the 1 rings. They look really cool. Right, I need to. I need to get some black. Off to make dinner. No worries, see you later, dude. I'm going to go and get some more water. And then when I get back, we'll carry on painting some of this dude. So, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to go and get some fresh water because I am out. Won't be a sec, everybody. Okay, let's get last bit of painting done. Let's get some more painting done. I've got another half an hour and then I'm going to go make some food. I'm going to have chips for my chili today. I'm going to rock out some chips. Right, so we need some browns. What browns do we need? I think I want those browns, so... Side. Yep. We'll paint this on and then if it's the wrong colour we'll just filter it. What's everybody else doing tonight? What are you all doing this evening? Anybody doing anything cool? Yeah, purpley definitely. You don't quote free speech if you're not. I'm gonna spend all evening at my desk at work painting Seraphon. Nice. Right, let's start. I've had an audience of utterly amazed co-workers. Nice. But boy, was that hard to not reply when I told you. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's the Anatar scene. It's the Anatar scene in Rings of Power. It's so cool. Seriously, Celebrimbor does such a good job as well.
I can bring you the knowledge none other possesses. I can unlock your grandest abilities. And when our work is complete, never again will the world overlook you as the mere sign of failure.
You are too nice. Why are you not too nice to me? At least Twitch Lady's nice to me. You are asking what? Oh, are you too nice? No. But then that's from like, you're never nice to me, so I don't know. That came from the heart. The music in Rings of Power is amazing. No. No, Purples. No. Yeah, you're awesome. You're not too nice, though. I think you have the wisdom of age behind you. I am too nice. It's a hindrance. So yeah, some chips with my chili tonight, I think, particularly because it's Friday, and I like to have fish and chips on a Friday, so I'm going to have chips and chili instead. That sounds good. If that was rude or a compliment. I was I was going for both purples. I thought you'd be like shocked and appalled, and then like, oh, okay, I'll take it. Twitch Lady's just hot though. Twitch Lady's just awesome. We all like Twitch Lady. Even our Queen Tari 2 likes Twitch Lady. From Cat Sicking. Oh no! Moved it to Monday. Hey, Twitch Lady.
Me? Shocked? Nah, never happening. I think.
Twitch Lady ain't shocked. Welcome to Mordor. Do you swear allegiance to Adar? Oh no, I'm going to die. Waldrek, Waldrek, Waldrek is a knob. Waldrek, Waldrek, oh Waldrek is a knob. FP2 numbers are up. Oh damn it! Has it just finished? Has FP2 just finished? It has, hasn't it? Damn it! 5:30. I've missed FP2. I'm gutted for Antonelli. Free practice 2, Formula 1. He just spun the car into the gravel, didn't he? No serious damage. What, Antonelli? No, Antonelli spun the car into the gravel and carried on into the barrier. I'm guessing Russell got out. I'm guessing Russell got some time in then. He did some pretty. It looked like it did some pretty extensive damage. Hey, Twitch Lady.
Isn't that amazing how Halbrand said the thing when asked the thing, Christopher?
When Halbrand said the thing when asked the thing. I love all this crypticness. When Halbrand said the thing when asked the thing. He was asked. When he had his face in the dirt. Yes. Yes, that was cool. Next question, do you think Adar knows? Do you think Adar suspects? Because in an interview, Charlie Vickers said he imagined that Adar knew. He thought Adar had. He thought that him and Adar had some kind of like moment of understanding where Adar knew, but I don't think he does. You know who didn't know? Me. Yeah, yeah, Spike definitely doesn't know. Spike definitely doesn't know. Which is fine, Spike. It's absolutely fine. Are you going to watch it tonight, Spike? Seeing as it's now like Friday weekend. Are you arachnophobic, Spike? There's a question we should ask. You definitely went, ooh. Nice. I was like, you smart ass, you. I still like his grin as he rode away. As Puppy is having dinner. Puppy dinner time. Made the episode. That was mucho. Oh, by the way, the Farazon claiming the eagle pissed me off as well. Farazon is a total twat. Speaking of, have you? I might find. Let me find it. Let me find it on YouTube, because they did a behind the scenes with on Amazon Prime. They did a behind the scenes with Amazon Prime. Oh, it's really annoying. There's so many things now that pop up on my YouTube saying Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power is shit. So many of those bloody things. It's pissing me off. I'm gonna have to Google. Amazon Prime. Here we go. Let me pause that. Let me turn that onto that, and then go like that. Here we go. Are you ready?
I think the chessboard's been set, and I've seen the chess pieces move.
Is that volume okay?
With his dying words, the king spoke to me. It is because of this our kinsman died.
Silence!
Anger, and he's charming. He's got the silken tones.
I don't got it too. You got silken.
Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So, for everybody who knows Farazon in Lord of the Rings, okay, get ready. I'm going to pause the music, because this will it will blow your mind. It's like, wait, that's Farazon?
Good? What is your approach to playing a character like this?
See, I think he gets a bad rap. Everybody calls him, oh, he's Machiavellian and all the rest of that. Niccolo Machiavelli had a bad rap. He wrote a survival guide for very turbulent times.
He wrote a survival guide for very turbulent times.
You've got to look at it this way. In that Numenor, they have a deceased king. They have a queen who's very vulnerable at the moment. She's been blinded. She's come back from a war that should they have gone. And you've got very powerful people in Numenor, and they will want answers, and they will want strong leadership. So
He's absolutely brilliant. I love him. I just was not expecting that accent to come out of his mouth.
with a vulnerable queen who followed a weak-minded sea captain who followed an elf? Or do you go with somebody who's well aware of his own destiny? And I'd imagine you go with the latter.
He's so good. He's so good. That was so good. Oh, I watched it. Because I've watched all the behind-the-scenes stuff inside Lord of the Rings. Just because, like, I've just watched anything. I've watched so many of the interviews as well. Why are you so convincing? He's just brilliant. He's brilliant. He's such a good actor. And who was the other one? There's another one as well. Oh, you know Damrod. So I mean, this has been in the trailers and everything. There's a massive troll in the season. He's voiced by Gil Galad. Gil Galad does the voice to the massive troll. So whenever the troll is on screen, just think to yourself, that's Gil Galad voicing that. Ben Whittaker. I need to put the music back on. Yeah. Yeah. So the big troll is Gil Galad. That's not a spoiler, that's just something really cool. Yeah, that's talent, yeah. It's awesome, isn't it? I've got it. I'm changing the battery. I've only got like 10 minutes left anyway, guys. If that. Oh, are you not? Oh, I know, I do. I like Elrond. I think he's playing it really well. I think he's playing Elrond really well. Yeah, I think he's playing Elrond pretty well. Because he's not let Galadriel off the hook at all. He's like, which he shouldn't. You love young Ned Stark. No, I think he's doing it really well. It's the age-old Friends problem, isn't it? So the thing with Friends, that if you're in every single episode, the drama that is created in Friends is all because one person hasn't talked to somebody. Ultimately, every single Friends episode is because somebody hasn't talked to somebody else. And like that kind of transpires across so many things, and it transpires across Lord of the Rings as well. Like if you just talk to them rather than going, no, I don't want to listen to anything you have to say, then it would all be okay. How's that look? That look okay? Yeah, the old Friends problem always makes me laugh, that. But yeah, I think they actually do really well with that, because they do have conversations, and they do have a bit of back and forth. And Elrond does explain exactly why he's not really talking to her. We don't want him dead. Please remove Sean Bean from this. He's simultaneously young Hugo Weaving and young Sean Bean. Excellent lineage. That's a very good point. No, I think he's playing Elrond particularly well. Like there's the one thing that about the elves are the ears. I think the ears end up being a little bit too thick because of the prosthetics. I wish they were thinner. I wish the ears were thinner. Like Gil Galad's ears are like real chunky. You talking about spin-off series already? Do you think this will get as much hate as season 1? I don't know why it got so much hate. Legitimately, I don't know why. I don't know why it got so much hate. I have no idea. Because the boys doesn't. And that's a massive adaptation from the comics. And that's on Amazon. I suppose did Wheel of Time... Well, I can't remember Wheel of Time getting this much hate. But it's not like it's an easy... It's not like it's an easy topic. Because to hate on it because it's wrong for Tolkien, you've got to have read all the Tolkien stuff. So it's not like... But then I haven't watched any of the hate stuff, so maybe they're not like, well, Tolkien didn't do this and Tolkien didn't do that. Maybe they're just, this script is so bad, the actors are so bad, the wardrobe is so bad. Maybe they're just like that. There you go. Nice little bit of battered leather. I think that looks pretty good. But like, so that's my point. Like, surely they don't know the source material for Tolkien because there's like 9 books to read, and like 4 or 5 of the books aren't even books. They're just letters. They're just letters and notes. Like the Silmarillion isn't a book. Fall of Numenor isn't a book. And they haven't read all of that. The people who are hating on Lord of the Rings haven't read all of that. They can't pick up things like, originally Tolkien said that there were 9 elven rings and three rings for the kings of men and 5 for the dwarf lords. Oh, seriously, it's so nice to have new brushes. This brush is gorgeous. Look at the marks I can make with this brush, it's fantastic. Bright. Right, I am going to finish off there, guys. Is there anybody on that we can raid? Is there anybody on that we can raid? Should we raid Bob Ross? What didn't I say? What go on Twitch, lady? What did he say?
And now I want to see how he gets to take the ring, as it's on Gilly Galaboy's hand at the moment.
Yeah, because Círdan gives his to Gandalf, Gil-galad gives his to Elrond, but I can't remember whether I don't think he even says when does Tolkien say when he gets it or how? But yeah, I'm looking forward to all of that. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. I will see you all on Monday. I might do a stream over the weekend. I don't know. We'll see. I've got lots of YouTube videos that I want to prep on at the weekend. Yeah, I will see you on Monday. Please say hello to Dices for me. I'm going to go and make some dinner.
But here Elrond is so against it. I want to see how they come up with, okay, I'll take it now, just because it's on your deathbed. Hi, king of mine.
See, I think Círdan will be part of that. I think Círdan will be a big part of that, because Círdan was because he had that teach me how to be at peace, didn't he? He had that little moment with him. So I reckon Círdan will be a big thing in helping Elrond take the rings. Yeah, Círdan's fantastic. I think they've nailed pretty much all the casting. I just think Gil-galad's wardrobe is a little chunky. And I kind of wish Galadriel was taller. Anything else? I think that's it. Anyway, say hello to Dices for me. I'm going to go and cook. Love you.